Many of these women have worked all day, but they have chosen to attend this evening class because they want to learn to make better choices with their money.
How about stored value cards? Anybody had one of those?
Helping women become financially self-sufficient is at the core of the Women's Resource of Greater Houston.
They sell it to a collections agent?
In fact, that is what led the group of professional women who founded the organization in 1990 to create financial literacy seminars like this one.
They can be overwhelming. I mean, it's something when you get a credit card with $2,500 and it feels like it's free money, doesn't it?
The Women's Resource partners with various local social service agencies and businesses to provide free seminars. These women from one of those agencies, Career Recovery and Resources, have plenty of questions for volunteer instructor Sharon Taylor.
Someone in my family used my name and got a credit card, so now my credit is messed up. So I would like to know, what can I do about that?
So we would have you contact the Federal Trade Commission?
The Women's Resource depends on hundreds of trained volunteers like Sharon to teach the financial literacy classes. The classes were developed by the Women's Resource using the FDIC Money Smart curriculum. Topics include financial planning, budgeting, banking, investing, retirement, and credit.
It doesn't surprise me that these issues still exist, because there's been no real financial education in our schools.
Janice Stooksbury is a banking vice president. She's also a former board member and Volunteer of the Year for the Women's Resource. She says women at all economic levels have more in common than they might realize.
Well, I guess the surprising thing for me is how people are so surprised that a woman at a very low income level could still be experiencing the same issues as a woman of very high economic means, that they can have the same experiences with not knowing what to do with their money.
And that is why Janice convinced her bank to support the financial literacy classes as part of its commitment to give back to the community. Most recently, the Women's Resource commissioned Rice University to design a pilot study to analyze the effectiveness of its own financial literacy seminars.
They had the foresight to say, gee, we think these are going well, but we need some proof in the pudding.
Dr. Jill Foote, a professor in the School of Management, coordinated the study conducted by Rice undergraduate students. They tested participants' financial knowledge before and after taking the financial literacy classes.
But we were delighted to note that the participants, on average, moved from what we would in academia call a failing grade, or about 50% correct, to a C grade, which is about 70.
Besides helping women improve their lives, in 2005, the Women's Resource began taking its message of financial independence and leadership to teenage girls as well. This is Project LEAD. It was created by the Women's Resource as a leadership education and development program specifically for at-risk high school girls. Interactive activities are designed to help these girls think, reflect, and express themselves. Girls like 17-year-old Adiana Hernandez. She's a senior who dreams of someday becoming a cardiologist, but wonders how she will even afford college.
Well, I like to save and everything, but I didn't know how to save. I didn't know how to meet my goals.
Project LEAD, she says, has helped her with planning for her future. And the life's lessons from Project LEAD continue to add up for 14-year-old Laura Ramirez.
We've been learning how to be a leader, how to take good choices in your life, how to write a check, how to think about what you're gonna spend, think about it twice before making a big decision.
Friends, you value friends, they're important to you, you cherish them.
It gives them strength and leadership skills. So it has made a strong difference in their lives.
After being introduced to Project LEAD, Nasa Lawrence Gavion, coordinator of the Communities in School program at Lee High School, decided it would be a good opportunity for her female students. Yarly proudly explains how she now runs weekly family meetings, which in the past were always headed by her father. She believes she's setting an important example for her 1-year-old son.
I want to thank the Women's Resource. When I was growing up, there was nothing like this. There was no guide. There were no role models in my life growing up in the Rio Grande Valley. And somebody that will take you by the hand and show you how to write a check, how to keep a checkbook, how to do something with yourself, how to hope for the future.
Not only is Project LEAD helping students at Lee, it is also addressing the needs of teenage girls at a growing number of HISD schools. And of course, the Women's Resource is always looking for opportunities to expand Project LEAD and the financial literacy classes to benefit as many women and families in the greater Houston area as possible.
If you know what to do with your money, regardless of how much it is, it gives you control over your life.
Empowering women and girls to take control of their lives by controlling their finances and learning to become leaders. That is how the Women's Resource of Greater Houston is changing lives and making a difference. One woman, one girl at a time.